everybody. This is Jim Hawk from Team Hawk Realty. Today I want to expand on my last video and I really want to talk about buying and flipping real estate. There's two reasons people typically buy and flip real estate. Reason number one is they want to add a little bit extra income to their year. It's a great way of doing that. And the second is people would like to save money in order to buy real estate as an investment for a long-term capital appreciation, a long-term income. So those are the two reasons. But I tell everybody, when you're buying and flipping real estate, the money is always made on the day that you purchase the property. You need to buy the property right. A good investor is always going to work backwards on the deal before they know how much that they can pay for the house. And let me explain a little bit more about that. First, you need to know what the house is going to sell for once it's completely renovated and the final sale price of that day. Then you need to budget what it's going to cost for your renovations. When you do that, you need to add about a 10 or 15% contingency budget in that cost, because I've never seen a renovation go where there weren't extended circumstances where there was a bit more cost for wiring, a bit more cost for cupboards or something that always seems to cost 10 to 15% more than what you actually budget for. You need to know how much your carrying costs are going to be, and you need to know what your real estate commissions and your legal fees are going to be to buy and sell. There's no real estate commissions on the buying part, but when you do go to sell it, there will be commissions payable at that time. Then you need to know how much you want to make. Typically average in this area is between $20,000 and $50,000 on a flip. It's definitely not like what you see on the reality TV shows. Sometimes you see them making $100,000 on a flip. I'll be honest, I've never seen that happen in this particular market. It may happen in other markets, and maybe whoever's watching this video, maybe in the market that you live in, but in this Midland, Penetang, Tiny Tay, Wasaga Beach area, Collingwood, I've never seen $100,000 profit on a flip. Now you add up all of these costs, you subtract them what you're going to get at the end, then that'll determine what you can pay for the property. And I'm trying to give you a bit more of an example of that. Let's say, for example, the house is listed for $299,900. You and your agent decide, finished after all of the renos, that the house is going to sell for approximately $475,000. Let's say your legal fees, your real estate commissions, and all of your carrying costs, because you're probably going to have a mortgage or a line of credit going that's during this time. Let's say they're all going to come to about $40,000. You plan to spend $80,000 on the renovations. You add an extra 15% for unknown costs. That's another $12,000. You want to make $50,000 at the end of this, and once all the work is complete and the house is sold. So what you do is you subtract all of the costs that I've just talked about from your future anticipated sale price, which would be $475 in this case. So in this example, you would take $475,000, you subtract $182,000 from that, and you come up with a realistic purchase price of the property at the present time for $293,000. This exercise is vital if you want to make money on the flip, because if you buy the property for $298,000, then you have to anticipate only making $45,000. You really need to work what all your costs, what your expenses are, and work backwards from there. I feel strongly that if you work with an agent that has experience in this process, and you really want to create wealth from flipping real estate and maybe getting into investing in the long term, you really need to have that plan in motion. You need to have someone that can help you along with that plan. You need to budget accordingly, and you also need to look at spending money wisely. And a good agent will help you determine what areas are well placed to put your money, in what areas you may not be so well to put your money in those areas. I've been involved in many of these. The agents in my office have been involved in many of these. We can help anybody that requires help on this and wants to create some long-term wealth. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact one of my agents at the office, 705-527-7877. Please keep smiling and enjoy the blessings that come into your life each and every day. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.